I had a colleague, and there was an opening, and she was a cashier, and she was also an international person, and she'd never been a travel agent before, and there was an opening for a travel agent, and she really wanted to be one, and she was a good cashier. And the company had said no, they didn't have a way to train her, and she wasn't, we didn't have time to train her. And so I thought she had the goods, so I volunteered to train her. And so she sat beside me, and I trained her. And in fact, she was very easy to train. She was bright, she had traveled, she caught on really well and was very successful. And so I was able to befriend her and become friends. And then we were, she wanted to take me to a restaurant that was from her home culture. And so we were driving to that restaurant. We were going to meet there, and I was driving. And it was like the Lord just laid on my heart what I needed to say so that she could understand him for all that he is to her. And so when I got to the restaurant, I just said what the Lord told me to say, that because she very much was seeing her faith as something she had to earn. And so the Lord told me to say that if you could earn it yourself, then Jesus died for nothing, and he didn't need to die. But that we can't earn it ourselves, and that's why he had to die for us. And she gave her life to Christ right there in the restaurant in that moment. But I think if I hadn't stepped out for her and befriended her and trained her and all of that, I wouldn't have had the platform to do that. We maybe wouldn't even have been at that restaurant. I don't know. That's one example how it was too busy to even train her, and I just did it anyhow. And so there was a lot of stress and a lot of volume, and I just went the extra mile for her, and ultimately she gave her life to Christ. I did it because I believed in her, and I thought she could be great in it, and it's what I would want someone to do for me in that scenario. So that's why I did it. But yeah, it did turn out to be a great reward. And you know, we don't talk very much anymore because our lives have gone separate ways. But when we do see each other, it's a special relationship. And she ultimately did so well in the position that she rose up into upper management. So.